Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley Marie Plans. Today I have a very special guest with me. It's my daughter.
My name is Mackenzie. I'm 6 years old. I'm almost said my birthday is August 9th.
August 9th?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, so exciting. So today we're going to talk a little bit about budgeting. I know this isn't something that we typically probably talk about with our kids, but I found it to be something that I really wanted to make sure was a topic that was brought up quite a bit with them so they understand how to handle money, how not to handle money, and just teaching them good decisions from bad decisions before they're older and it has a really negative output. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what we do in our household with budgeting with the kids. So last year, my sister got the kids Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace Junior, and it was adorable. My son was just barely almost 3, and she was 5. So it wasn't 5. So it wasn't the best time to start it. They didn't really, we started and they didn't really catch on to much of it, and they really weren't that into it. So we started it again this last summer. We've been reading the different books that come along with it and just a couple different things that go along with the whole package, and it's been so fun. One of the things that, I'm not sure if it actually comes with this, I should have looked this up before doing the video, but this was something that we have, something that my sister bought for it, was the bank that it comes with. So there's 3 different spots you can put money in, and up at the top, she wrote her name, Mackenzie, on there. And it's got 3 different slots for you to put the money in. So there's save, give, and spend. Just recently, sorry for the glare, just recently we took out the money for the spending one. So right now she's got it in her cash envelope, but this is how she takes her allowance and she'll split it up into the 3 categories. So when mommy gives you your money, what do you do with it?
Put it in save, give, or spend.
But how do you do it? Do you put 1 in each of them?
Yes.
So you split it up. So if you have $6, you put 2 in each of them?
Mm-hmm.
Because do you put 2, 4, and 6? Or do you put all of them in 1?
All of them in 1.
Which one do you put it in?
Save, give, and spend.
But do you put all of them in 1, or do you split it up so it goes in all 3 of them?
Split it up so they can go all 3 of them.
Okay, cool. And when it's time to go to church, what do you do with your give money?
Give it to the teacher.
You put it in the offering basket? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty exciting. How come you have so much money in your give one right now?
Because I haven't given anybody money.
But why haven't we been going to church?
Because of the coronavirus.
That's right. So when we go back, what are we going to do?
Give money.
We're going to take all of our give money out of here and we're going to give it to the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what happens when you guys reach a certain amount?
Mm-hmm.
Your teacher decides where you guys get to donate the money to?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty exciting. You excited to go back to church?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so that's how we do it in our family. So our save one is getting kind of full in there. So I think pretty soon I'm going to take that out and I'll just take it down to the bank and I'll just deposit it into their savings account, because I do have a savings account for them in our bank. We also have a 529 account that we put into for the kids each pay period, or not each pay period, but once a month. It's not a lot right now as we're working to get out of debt. We just put a pretty small amount, and then as soon as we're pretty close to being done with consumer debt, as soon as we're done with that, we'll be putting enough in to make sure that they have enough by the time they go to school. But they do their own savings. So this will be for large purchases that they want to make later in life. But we're teaching them that the money that they get is not just blown on when we go to the grocery store and you buy candy in the candy aisle. They only take it out when we are having like our spend days, or they can pay me back if we're out and they don't have their money with them. But just recently on Wednesday, we let them take their spend money out. So there's currently nothing in this one right here. And a little while ago, I was making some cash envelopes for myself, and Mackenzie asked that I make one for her. So she's going to show you guys her cash envelope here in just a second. But that's where she puts her spend money, is in a cash envelope, so that she knows exactly where her money is and how much she has. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about your cash envelope? Show the camera. What's it look like? Can you turn it around?
I have a big envelope.
That's nice.
I have $5.
Let's show us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And how much money did you have the other day? When you first took it out, how much money did you have in there?
$9.
And so now you have 5, so what'd you spend your $4 on?
Toys.
So we went to the dollar store, and how much did you spend there?
$3.
What'd you get?
A crown.
An Etch-a-Sketch
An Etch-a-Sketch.
and a ball thing.
And a
Ball that
thing.
you cut it. So what happened on the first day that you bought it? You bought that stuff. Did anything break?
Yeah, I went to my
Your ball with a string?
no.
Yeah, that broke on the first day you had it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And then your crown broke yesterday?
yeah. But I like my writing thing.
Yeah, your Etch-a-Sketch. So you have one thing. And then yesterday, when we went out, what did you buy? When you spent $1 yesterday, what'd you buy?
Nail polish.
You bought some nail polish. What color did you buy?
Purple.
So pretty. So what did we learn about spending our money? You don't want to spend it all in one place.
You don't want to spend it all once.
And how come?
Because then you don't have any more spend money.
That's right. So even though you got to buy 3 things at the dollar store, maybe next time you might choose a little bit differently because some of that stuff broke, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe now we'll save a little bit more. So next time you can go to Target and buy something more expensive at Target if you want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to keep saving in our piggy bank so that when it's time to spend, you'll have enough money in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why don't you tell everybody about how you earn your money?
I earn my money by doing chores.
What are some of the chores you have to do every day?
Laundry,
Uh-huh.
wipe down cabinets,
Yep. What do you do every day for mommy in the kitchen?
sweep the floor, wipe the cabinets, wipe our table, wipe the bathroom cabinets,
What else in the kitchen though?
wash the dishes, unload the dishes.
And unload the dishes. Yep, you do that every day, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so she has a bunch of different chores that she's responsible for. Brushing her teeth, brushing her hair, those are just a part of living, right? But they instill good values, and just being able to check that off the list is something that I accomplished. I did. It's top of mind. So she's got those going on, and then every day she knows that she's not allowed to watch TV or do anything like that until she's done the dishes. So if there's any dishes in the sink, she's got to open the dishwasher, take a peek in there and see if is it clean or dirty. If it's clean, she unloads it. If it's dirty, she loads it, and she'll wait until after lunch or whatever. And if the sink gets filled with dirty dishes again, she'll load that up and she'll start it. So this morning she finished loading the dishes from everything from last night. We had some dishes that were dirty from dinner, so she wiped them all down, got them all in the dishwasher. It was finally full, so she loaded it, finished loading it, put the dish detergent in there, and started it all herself. And I am so proud of her because this has not been something that has been going on for a super long amount of time, but ever since the quarantine, she's taken on a lot more responsibility around the house. So she has to get through her work with my husband, and then a lot of that she does independently, and then there's other chores around the house that she's able to help out with without my husband being right there to micromanage everything that she does. But she does a great job at getting through what she needs to get through. So what do you and Bubba have to do with your toys when they're out around the house?
Clean them up.
Yeah. Are we allowed to go to bed with anything around the house?
No.
We gotta clean up before we go to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what are some of the things you're responsible to do in your room?
Clean up our room. Organize our closet, clean our closet,
Organize your books.
organize our books.
And when mommy does the laundry, whose job is it to hang all the clothes up?
My job and Bubba's job is to put away our underwear and our socks and our pants.
Yeah, that's nice. What's your favorite chore to do out of all of your chores?
Wipe down cabinets.
Wiping down the cabinets. You like that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, she does a great job at helping me around the house. So those are just little ways. So even if she doesn't check all the things off on her list, she does get allowance from me. She does so much more than just what's on her chore list. She is available to do anything that I need her to do whenever I need her to do it. And I'm just really proud of how far she's come. She listens really well when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I'm really proud of her. This did not happen overnight. This has been something that has been over time that I have been able to assess where she's at and what she's capable of helping with. And I personally can't wait until she's able to help with even more. I work close to 50 to 60 hours a week, especially right now with all the craziness. And she is such a help to me. I really cannot tell you the last time I did the dishes. Like she is on it. So that is such a blessing to me. The least that I could do is pay her for her time for helping me out around the house. And then at the same time, I'm able to help her figure out how to save, spend, and give properly. And I think that a lot of people say like, oh, we shouldn't, pay our kids to do stuff around the house. Yeah, they should absolutely help out around the house, regardless of whether or not it's on, scoot over here a little bit for me, baby. Regardless of whether or not it's on her chore list, she's going to be available to do that for me because she does live in this house. She, lives here for free. She is here to help us, and she's here to enjoy her house too. So she's able to make her room as messy as she wants it, but she knows at the end of the day that she's got to clean that up. So they're able to do things as freely as they would like, but there is always a time where we have to discipline ourselves and clean up and make sure that we're making good decisions. So regardless of whether or not people choose to pay their kids for helping out around the house, you're going to have to teach them about money, right? So you might as well start to correlate jobs that they do with money that they get paid. It's the same with us, right? We don't go to work for free. I go and work my butt off at my job and I get compensated for it. So we're teaching them that at home, there are rules and responsibilities. There's rules that you have to follow. There's chores that you have to do. There's some things you just do to be a part of this family and a part of society. But there's other chores that, we can just kind of keep track of, make sure that you're doing. It's going to help you develop into a strong human being that has good self-discipline. But at that same time, we're able to compensate them some way and help them figure out how to spend their money or even earn money, right? So people are taught from a young age that the chores and work that they do correlates to money. So that's something that we've been really passionate about. So we take money out each week for our cash envelopes, and I take out a small amount as well for the whole month for the kids to earn. And I'm going to be honest, there hasn't been a time where I have not given them their money. My kids work really hard around the house and I work really hard. So I need them to help me when I come home and make sure that we have a house that is, enjoyable to be in, to live in, that it's clean and organized and things like that. So I pretty much always will give them their allowance. Of course, we talk about when they don't meet those expectations that that there are sometimes consequences, but we always take time at the end of the week to go through and determine how much is going to go into give, spend, save. So we just do it equally. Mackenzie gets $6, so she puts $2 in each. Steven gets $3, so he puts $1 in each. That's just how we do it. But at the end of the week, that's what we do every single time. And it's been something that has worked really well for us. They also have a piggy bank, so if they find loose change, they tend to put that in their piggy bank rather than putting it in here, which is totally fine. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of an introduction as to how we do things. So the next time that we go out on a shopping trip, maybe we will share that with you guys, how we open this up, and maybe before church, I'll do a clip on how we take that out and we bring it as our give money each week. But I just wanted to hop on here for just a little bit and have you see it from a kid's perspective and just us kind of having a conversation about it. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I hope you come back for more. And please leave me a comment on whether or not you liked this, what other information you'd like to see from me and Mackenzie. I do have another son. He's 4. He's really not into this quite as much. He likes putting the money in the bank, but talking is just really not his thing. And plus, he'd be all over the place. So let me know what else you want to see and whether or not you like this. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.